after my dermatologist appointment. Kind of stuck in the rain here in Forest Hills. Thought I'd wander around this parking lot, but that would probably raise suspicions. And here you see these beautiful deterrents they put up. This is to prevent pigeons from roosting on this surface. And I guess it's pretty effective, I don't know. Seems like they left a lot of flat surface. Anyway. That's the Forest View Crescent apartment building. My goal today was Forest Park, but I didn't think it was going to rain like this. I think I'm going to take the stairs back down. I was in a Stop and Shop earlier. That might be the biggest Stop and Shop I've ever been in. It was just like endless. Reason for the dermatologist was to get rid of this monstrous black thing. It's pretty gross looking, but he promised it will disappear completely. And he seemed to know what he was talking about. That's actually my third visit. I'm going to have one more. I thought I had booked this appointment at the usual location on Park Avenue, but I accidentally chose the Forest Hills location, but it's all good because they're all electronified, so all the records are accessible. And it's easier for me because it's a one train ride instead of two trains. This is a beautiful parking lot, isn't it? So I actually posed for this. This is the only reason I came out to Forest Hills today, was to check on my my likeness. Just kidding. I have closer to what you call a dad bod. I'm not really sure what I'm doing right now, but I think I'm about to run out of sidewalk. I got a Q23 bus, and I asked the driver if he stops at Forest Park. And he gave me this long, blank stare, as if he'd never even heard of Forest Park. And it's true that none of the stops on the route specifically announce Forest Park, but the last stop does get you kind of close to the entrance, at least. I guess I have to cross all this crap. This is what happens when you run out of sidewalk. Alright, I think I got this. Only a sidewalk here, but not on that side. Still drizzling a little bit, but all the forecasts say that this is going to clear. Is that a doorknob? No, that's like a thing from the back of a trailer, I guess. Whatever you call that. even if this was not slippery as hell, I don't think I would scale this path. If it starts to pour again, I can hang out here. But it's not supposed to pour again. Strange place to be standing. Looks like I made it to Forest Park. Q23 is not the ideal way to get here, but I probably, instead of going all the way to the last stop, I should have got off at the next to last stop, which was at Metropolitan Avenue. And there's a playground which is shuttered. You know, it's illegal for a male to be in a playground by himself, a male adult, without the company of a child. Well, I think the way it's set up is that if you're there and some parent gets the creeps about you, they'll call the cops on you. Like, the cops don't just automatically circle in on you. But I've heard and read numerous accounts of dudes who were, doing some weightlifting or not weightlifting, doing some exercise or something at a playground, and the next thing you know, they're surrounded by cops, and that everybody in the place thinks that the dude must be a pedophile. And when they call this Forest Park, they're not lying. This wasn't too much rain, so I think I should be okay in terms of walkability. And I'm not sure what highway that is, probably the Jackie Robinson. Maybe we'll see some horses on the bridle path. This particular strip of the park happens to be surrounded by streets on both sides, but a lot of the park is really quiet. Looks like the skies are starting to clear, as promised. Although I gotta say, the forecast I got on the radio didn't make it sound like there was going to be this much rain. There's a big old tree chunk. Wow, it tore down some of the fence. Forest Park, like the rest of them, got rid of all their working pay funds. and in their place. Although these were old, I mean these had been here before anyway, but they put in these call boxes. These actually predate the old payphones, but that doesn't matter. They did leave some kind of emergency communication devices. You got to be careful with these things, though. Even opening the door sets off an alarm at the Parks Police place. And if you open the door too many times, they'll come and see what the hell you're up to. I speak from experience. Oh, look, another person. That kind of scared me, actually. I think I'm seeing some hoof prints from the horses. Looks like someone dropped their glasses. So what I think I'm looking for today is the bandshell. And where the hell is it? I am here on possibly a payphone related thing. I'm here kind of on a wing and a song, if you will. Because very faint clue crossed my radar that there might actually be a couple of old Verizons moldering away somewhere around here. And my bet is on the bandshell, but I don't know. I'll tell you what though, I posted a video a couple years ago of a rotary dial payphone that had a 212 area code number on it from when all of New York was 212. And I didn't give away the location for that one because I don't know. It's in a place that it would be very unfortunate if any quantity of people suddenly turned up asking if they could see the freaking rotary dial payphone. And it's not like I would expect a huge crowd of people, but even a few people would be. I'd feel bad if that happened. But it is somewhere in Forest Park, and that's all I'm going to say. So the rain has mostly stopped, but now you get those big blobs of water that come off the leaves of the trees. Maybe the lanternflies will start coming back out. I'm seeing some insects over here. It's hard to follow, but I followed better than I expected to. I came to the forest looking for a payphone. I found bees instead. Look at that big one that fell. Look at that one. That's a sprawling tree that fell. That's the official genus of that tree, the sprawler. Lots of fallen tree chunks around. I guess they just let them deteriorate or return to the earth. Oh, that's annoying. There's a bug flying right around my head. I think it likes the smell of my aftershave. The black splotch on my side that I got zapped. The last woman I was with commented on it, which was I don't know. I'm not really vain about my body, at least I don't think I am, but it was enough to make me lie a little to get rid of it, because it's harmless. But I said it was itching and growing in size, neither of which is true. But I think everybody seemed to be aware. She said that thing is black like me. Yeah, it sounds like it's raining again, but this is what's just coming off the trees. Nothing is landing on me. Just the water coming down off the trees. Oh, is that the railway over there? I think that might be it. Yeah, that's a railroad path, but I don't think it's in use. I think that's part of what they might use for a some kind of trolley or tram or something. It's probably never going to happen. I've stood on those tracks. I think I might be able to at some point. Wow, look at this one up ahead. They had to saw that one up. A lot of big lumber out here. But yeah, this would have been totally impassable, I guess. Well, I mean, you could climb over it. But... oh, here's where I might run into some ponding problem. I don't know if I can get through this without my poor little feet getting wet. There was another path. Or was there? I read an article about Gen Z, how they don't like to show their feet. They call them dogs. Don't show your dogs. And the conclusion was that it's because they've grown up with every fetish being normalized or just put in front of them. And the foot fetish thing is just creepy to some people. They don't want to set their feet up for some rando to, I guess, document and fetishize. I dated a Romanian woman once who said white people don't like to show their feet. I said something to the effect that I don't like showing my feet. I don't know why. And she just said it's because you're white. Well, let's see if I can get through this here. There is caution tape, so I know the risk I'm taking. Okay, that was fine. I'm having trouble judging the depth of the little puddles here, the ponding. And it's not exactly a crisis if my feet get wet. Hey, I made it through this obstacle. I get 40 gold pieces. But speaking of rain, I mean, I've had my eye on what's going on down in Florida. I still have my interests down there. But from what I can tell, everybody I know is going to be safe. Wow, look at all that horse shit. I guess horse owners aren't expected to clean up after this. I guess that's just a hazard of the territory. It's like when you go out to Calvary, there's goose shit everywhere. You don't even realize you're stepping in it. There's so much of it. At least the horse poop's a little more focused, a little more artfully placed, so we can successfully avoid it. And here's just a whole slaughterhouse of trees. Some mushrooms. I mean, I guess that's what that is. Looks like a clearing up ahead. I have a sandwich I need to eat, but it's not going to be easy finding a dry seat to sit on. And there's another neat and tidy pile of horse poop. I might look into that. The bridle path rules. Is it possible that horse riders are expected to clean up after their horses? Well, maybe that's what Parks itself does. Ah, look, the sun's coming out. Do 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 do. Here comes the sun. Yada-da-da. That looked like a liana that Tarzan was going to come swinging in on. Maybe that's not clear. I was talking about this thing. It's not a liana. And there's no Tarzan here. I mean, as far as I know. Ooh. Keep getting splotches of rain water hitting my face. But it's not really raining anymore, is it? If it's not falling. Right, I thought there was a clearing, but not really. That looks like a path I don't want to go down. That looks like a where the bodies are buried kind of path. I'm just kidding. I don't really think like that. another big hunk of tree. So I'm just going to keep walking for a while. I'm going to turn off the recording. Yeah, just as I was appreciating the near complete silence, nothing but the water falling off the trees, nothing but that sound. I see a clearing up ahead, and it's a street, and I just heard a motorcycle roar. So back to civilization. You do have to stop recording and documenting once in a while, you know. You have to be present. You take so many pictures of things, you make so many videos that you realize later that you didn't even realize what you were looking at. You didn't even know where you were. I had a picture from a long time ago of Times Square. It was only after I looked at it that I realized that there was a gigantic power switch, like a light switch. I mean, it was like comically huge. It was like something by that artist whose name I can't think of right now, the guy who does enormously huge paper clips that everyday objects. Claes Oldenburg, yes, that's who it is. And I never saw it in the present. I only saw it when I looked at my photos. So I learned to appreciate it in the present for the short time I was able to see it after that, because they got rid of it. And there's a call box for you. I'm just saying, try to be in the moment. I mean, that's something I need to do. Just try to be more in the moment, more present. I go through whole days, and at the end of it, it's like I blacked out. And that's been like that since I was a kid. I remember I would be driving to school, and a mile later, I'd be like, did I just pass that gas station? Did I just pass that other school? Because I would do that, but I'd have no memory whatsoever. Oh, look, there's a lanternfly. They're coming out. That one looks like he's sleeping. I'm not going to try to smash this one. It's at too weird an angle. Oh, there's another one. I blew it, and it flew away. Anyway, there's the railroad I was talking about. I don't think we're going to see a train come by. I'm pretty sure that's a bit unused at this time, but don't hate me if I'm wrong. Okay, I'm not sure this is the route that I really need to take, but let's see what this is. Nice big silver rock. Oh, okay, I thought this was going to something else. This is just going out to a street. Oops. Oh, look at this light that's busted. I wonder how that happened. And I wonder what it's full of now, or filling up with. So this would get me down to a sidewalk in a street, which wouldn't be the worst thing, but I guess I'll just keep going. I honestly don't know where I'm going. I want to find the bandshell, but if I don't, it's no big deal. That map up front wasn't very helpful. I wonder how stuff like this happens anyway. Does somebody just... I guess the trees do this. Yeah, right. How obvious, now that I ask the question. It's the trees that damage this railing. I was imagining some human came at it with a hammer for some reason. Instead, God came after it with its own hammer. Oh, you think? Something I noticed about Forest Hills when I was sort of bopping around before my appointment. It seemed very friendly. Like strangers were looking at me and saying hi. And I may have said this earlier, that something I've come to regret in life is not saying hi to more strangers or to more just random people. I just don't say hello to strangers. And you hear time after time how many great things came of that. How many great relationships developed out of somebody simply saying hello. I thought that was a backpack. It's a tree thing, a tree chunk. That's what I'm going to call these things. Looks like some assholes left some mess behind. This is the sort of thing you can call 311 to report this, but how are you going to explain where the hell this is? I guess you could do it online, and if you can get the latitude and longitude from your smartphone. But I would suspect that's not going to be pinpoint precision. A fork in the road. Which one should I take? I guess I'll take the one that goes not in the direction of the street and the sidewalk. If I had any resource to do it, I'd go back and clean that shit up, but I don't know. Maybe I should do it, just to set an example. Now that the rainwater has mostly stopped falling off the trees, it really is quiet. I hear an airplane overhead, and I heard some people coughing back there. But mostly what I hear is the blood rushing through my head, the sound of my feet hitting the ground, my bag shaking with every step I take. I think I am still hearing a few drops of rainwater come down. That could just be something dripping in my head. guess they're allowed to do what they want to do, but nailing signs straight into a tree doesn't seem very park-like. Or driving nails right into the tree. Yeah, so somebody dropped their Popeyes here. I did see a trash can back there, but I don't remember now how far back it was. Let me see what kind of condition it's in. I don't want to carry it around if it's all soaked and gross. Ew. Yeah, that just disrupted some small creatures there. Maybe we'll just let nature take care of this box. Should be biodegradable, right? I mean, I'm thinking back to that messier site that I saw earlier, and whether I really should go back and clean it up. But I don't have any bags or anything. I don't remember any cans around there. I wonder what happened here. Yeah, that's gonna torment me. And honestly, by this point, I don't think I could find my way back to that spot. There's a whole lumber yard for you. I think people tried to scratch their initials or whatever into this trunk. Oh, are these termites? That looks like something I don't want to take home with me. This whole time I'm like shaking my head to get these nagging insects to stop trying to fly into my mouth or fly into my face. Oh, how I suffer. I always have to clarify that I'm just joking when I say that. Here comes the bike, which are explicitly forbidden on the paths. That looks like an e-bike, no less. And there's a bird that clears the path for the giant creature that is stomping toward it.
How are you?
Good, how you doing? And here you'll see the train tracks. Thinking now about that Popeyes box I picked up. I bet you all that stuff at the other location, all the garbage left behind at that other location was also crawling with creepy crawlies. I zoomed in because I wanted to make sure that object in the middle wasn't actually a train coming. As I listen to the sounds of my feet clamp and claw the ground, I think I've cleared my mind. I'm going to absolve myself of any guilt for leaving that particular squall of garbage behind. I'm in no way prepared to safely and hygienically deal with something like that. I don't have any gloves. I don't have any long sleeves. I don't have any proper bags. But it's the gloves. I mean, I'm basically bare to whatever might be hiding in those things. And you talk about leeches and poisonous critters. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's in there. So I would have to go back and mobilize and get organized, and then, with any luck, I'd be able to actually find that spot again and clean the place up. But I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. Sort of hoping I find a paved road soon. I'm getting a bunch of little stones in my shoes. And I could empty them out here, but I would just collect more. And just as they forecast, the humidity is starting to pick up a little. It's not going to be as bad as it's been like a few days over the last few weeks, but it is starting to pick up. So that's a pretty steep decline. And that's one big ass tree that fell into it. I think on the map, I think that most of this area that I've been walking through, I think it's tagged as forever wild. Meaning they'll never disturb it. I just thought of what I should have said when I flipped open that Popeyes box. It seems so obvious now, but in the moment, I should have said, "Love those leeches from Popeyes." Yeah, right. I'm so funny. So I think I'm nearing some kind of exit from the wilderness. And I'll tell you what, as I turned to leave that overlook, I heard a really hard flapping noise. I don't know what it was. Like, it sounded what it sounded like to me. I didn't see any enormous birds while I was there, but it is enough to make me realize that, of course, this is a forest, and I'm out here in my shorts and a t-shirt with no bug repellent, no tick repellent. Yeah, well, I didn't really do any of this, but I don't see any ticks on me. I did look earlier. Yeah, so these things aren't just on the trees, they're on the rocks as well. Well, I found my way out of here finally. It is fun to get lost in a park like that, or a patch of woods. It's fun until it gets monotonous and tiresome. I'm not even sure where this is going to leave me. This is going to be Queens Boulevard. I don't even remember where I started from exactly, because it was kind of a obscure spot. I mean, I don't know why I say that. It wasn't like a main entrance to the park. I just want to see where this leaves me, because I really don't have any idea. Oh, I'm back at the Bullet. Okay, so this is Springfield Gardens, I think. Springfield something. Yeah, the Bullet is over here. So this will be Myrtle Avenue, I think. And this is not subway country. I'm going to have to find a bus. Welcome back to beautiful Queens. Not that we ever left it, but it did feel like it at times.